Hey, this is Matt, and I'm going to review one of my favorite lights and how I use it in my toy photography. I love light and lighting and lights, and I love being able to review all these different kinds of lights from different companies with different shapes and sizes. And for this light, I got to collab with ZHIYUN to review one of their lights, the Fiveray M20C. It can do a lot, and it comes with a lot. First off, what's in the box? Specializing in action figures, I love it when they come with multiple accessories, and sometimes that can make or break the figure, from it being a really good figure to being an average figure. And for this light, it comes with a good amount of attachments. Starting off, the light comes inside this metal cage. It easily attaches and detaches, just holding up on this little lock mechanism. There's a soft feeling rubber pad on the back, which is also where there are magnets. This cage feels extremely sturdy, and it definitely offers a lot of protection, but it does also have multiple cold shoe mounts, a camera mount, like I said, magnets on the back to attach it to metal surfaces, and magnets on the front. And with these magnets on the front, that's where all of our other attachments are going to come into play. You can easily attach or detach all of these attachments. To start off, we have the diffuser, the honeycomb grid, and my favorite attachment, the 4-leaf barn doors, which open up just like this. And I'll break down some of these attachments and how I use them in this tutorial section at the end of the video. And then it does also come with the USB-C to charge it, which it can also be powered. You can have it plugged in, like I've used it before with an external portable charger, and I can plug that in and then plug into the light. The battery does last a good amount. I think online I read it's like 100% power. It can last up to 40 minutes. For the way I use it, I usually charge it regularly while I'm setting up my photo, and it never runs out on me. Like most lights this size, it doesn't have that many buttons or switches. It just has these 2 dials, and then each of these dials is also a button. And so when you turn it on, all you need to do is turn, one controls selects, the other controls the amount that you are selecting. Because yes, this one is RGB and has all of the colors to select. You can dim it, you can change the color, and then you can change the saturation. After you press and hold to turn it on, then you can scroll and select different colors, control the brightness, and there's also different modes. SOS, candle. Does it look like a candle? With the basic light setting, you can change the color temperature, which it goes from 10,000 Kelvin, which is almost like blue, to 2,500 Kelvin, which is pretty orange. The body does have a lot of vents, and it has a really good cooling system to not overheat. And on top of that, it also has a built-in fan that further helps reduce that overheating, which I have used it a couple times outside, around sunset, so it wasn't super hot or anything. But indoors, I've never had any issues with overheating using it at all different kinds of power levels. It's nice to know that it's not going to overheat. On the design, it does have this giant pack on the back that looks like a battery, and I'm sure that's where the actual battery is, but it is not removable. It does not need to be removed, and it just stays in there. So just to charge it, you just plug it in with the USB-C. And one really cool bonus feature that's like a cherry on top is that you can use an app to control all of the settings on it. So it's just faster to operate and be more specific with which color you want to get. So that's very cool, definitely a big bonus. So now let's put it into action and we're gonna take some toy photos. I'm gonna use it for 3 different shots, 3 different figures. We're gonna have one where it's kind of emulating like inside of a spaceship, kind of like a sci-fi vibe. Then we're gonna have one where I'm gonna try to imitate the sunset. And then I'm gonna have one setup where I'm using it as moonlight. So let's see what I can do. For the first setup, we're gonna be doing sunlight. It's gonna be that golden hour light. I am going to be using this diorama that I made, kind of like a earthy mountain, I don't know what else to call it, diorama base. And so I have a bunch of rocks, and this is one that I made for the snow diorama that I built. You can kind of see some snow still in there, but it's not gonna be snow today. And our character is going to be the Wolverine. We're gonna get him set up in a cool pose, maybe like a running pose or something. And we're gonna set up the ZHIYUN lights to see what kind of sunset lighting we can make. I will be using my TV in my office as the background. This is one of the images that I use regularly for a lot of my shots because it just has a good, like I like the sky color, I like the mountains, I feel like it goes well with this diorama base. And I like the sun and the sunset lighting. So I am going to be using this wire and clamp to just kind of hold them up a little bit. Something like that. For this light, I don't think I need it that high, so I'm just gonna put it on this little tripod that I have. And I am gonna lower it down, I think to like somewhere around 4,000, just to give it like a little bit of that orange glow. I don't want him to be super orange or anything. Also for these shots, my goal is to backlight all of them. I have these video lights on, so like I just have that for the video, obviously. For the photo, we're just gonna be using our one light. For the attachments, I am going to be removing the diffuser, just using the honeycomb grid and the barn doors, because I think it's gonna just help control the light better. Let's check out the power of the barn doors. So with the doors, this is pretty much open, so you can see how it's lighting everything. I still might move this for the actual shot, but for this example, like you can see, it's going to be covering it from the ground. Like I was so subtle, I didn't even notice it. But like you see all the light here, I'm closing, and there's still gonna be some light leaking through, but like look at the difference. And I'm constantly changing it, but his lighting is not changing. So that's the power of the barn doors, baby. For the setup, I'm going to use my Canon R6, which is what I take all my photos on. But I am going to, like I have been experimenting and trying out more of the Sigma 50. And like I think this is gonna be a tutorial later, is I'm gonna be setting up the tripod like from a lower angle. I wanna make this toy look a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, the last thing that I am going to do is use the whiteboard, or this white paper that I have, to bounce the light. Since he's only being lit from behind, after I turn off all these video lights, I'm gonna put this in front to bounce the light from our ZHIYUN light, and just to give more color to Wolverine. So this is what we got. For this moonlight Spider-Man shot, I'm gonna use these diorama buildings that I made. I haven't used them as much as I wanted. Like I am happy with it. Like look at that brick. Look at that brickwork. That's awesome. I'm super proud of these. I just haven't put them to good use. Now that we have the pose with the setup and the lighting, I am going to add a background, which is going to be the moon. Overall, I'm just going for it to look cool. And I want to kind of give some purpose to the lighting. It's dark, there's a moon, it's kind of cloudy. I'm gonna spray some water to give that rain effect. So I have this image that I got from Unsplash. So turning on the ZHIYUN lights, I'm gonna connect it to this like desk attachment that I have, because I do want it to be up high, because I'm gonna have the moon. I want to put a moon background here. I am going to bounce it. Let me see if you can see that here. Like, can you see? Like, look at Spider-Man when I move it. You see how he's dark. Then I put it there. For the actual shot, I'm gonna turn off all of these lights and just have the ZHIYUN light up. I really like how it looks. Also for the Spider-Man shot, I am using the diffuser on top to help soften the light, so it's not, you know, the moonlight isn't gonna be like noon harsh sunlight. All right, so I want it to be a little soft, and I'm using the honeycomb grid, which helps keep it focused. It's not blocking out light from the sides or top and bottom like the barn doors, but it is keeping it more of like a straight line rather than it just spilling everywhere. That's pretty much it for this setup. The last part is going to be putting my R6 on the tripod from where this video camera is, and then I'm going to be spraying a little of the water to give that practical effect. For the final shot, it's going to be kind of emulating a like indoor lights, but like on a spaceship. Our character is going to be Captain Brutus from Skeleton Crew. It's a Black Series figure, which if you haven't seen Skeleton Crew, I suggest watching it, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not. Like it's a fun show. It was really good, really well made. Hope they make more seasons. So I'm gonna be using him, and I'm gonna be using this tracing pad, which is kind of funny. My son got one for Christmas, and I saw a few other photographers use it for some photos. So I got my own. This one was on Amazon for, I think it was on sale for like 10 or 12 bucks. And so it's pretty cool. It's very basic because it doesn't have, at least I'm not aware of it, if it can adjust any settings. Like it's just the light. My main intention is gonna be for like some of the Star Wars diorama walls that I have, that I can put this there and have like the constant light, or have some kind of roof with the lines for some Star Wars shots. Anyway, for this, I'm gonna be using this Extreme Sets diorama, and I'm gonna be placing this behind. It is gonna give some light to Brutus. It's not cheating, right? I'm still using one light, but this is kind of going with the background. That's how I'm gonna set it up, and let's get this final shot. This light, the power, the colors, the attachments, the app. There's so many good things about this light, and that's why it's definitely one of my favorites. I have a link in the bottom if you want to check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. Create and inspire.